Oh man, what's up YouTube? Flash Speaks back for another video. Philadelphia Eagles. I believe this is day 2 of the free agent moves that have been made. Right? Yeah, and well, the Philadelphia Eagles have traded free safety, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, to the Houston Texans for a guard, who is a first round pick. I believe his name Garrett, something like that. I don't know a lot about him. I will have to really look it up to go deep into it. But from what I'm hearing is he's not a guy who's been really great for them. So I don't know what the deal is with that. That makes it look like to me like it was almost like a money move. I don't know. I don't know what happened with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But what I'll say is right now, just outwardly, I'm not really. This is probably the first move I'm really not liking. But I'm not going crazy yet. I'm not going to snap out. I don't feel it's a move that may necessarily make or break the defense, though it could lessen the defense. I don't know. Because now you're looking at the fact that, okay, Slay is gone, which, y'all know I don't care about that. But Milton Williams, that's serious. But he's not irreplaceable, you know what I mean? Josh Sweat, I'm not sweating that. No pun intended. And then, I believe Oren Burks, guys like that. Left. But C.J. Gardner-Johnson is the first, I think, legit starter who I think is an impact player. In 2022, really, I felt he was the best player of that whole back seven, of that defense back then. And then we let him go in 2023, and we really suffered as a result of not really replacing him. We went out there and started out with... but see, what people don't realize, too, though, is we actually let both safeties go. We had him and we had number 22. Little hard-hitting little guy, man. I forget his damn name. I'm tripping right now. But we let both of them go. It wasn't like just CJ left. You know what I'm saying? So, but I thought CJ was the best player that whole back seven in 2022. Last season, obviously, I don't believe he was the best player in the back seven. We have a lot of talent back there, adding Quinyon and Coop, obviously. Ringo, I like. With Slade leaving. Reed Blankenship, Now, what I am excited to see is Sidney Brown, what he's going to look like. Maybe this is a sign that Vic Fangio has confidence in him and likes him. That's... trying to be positive and hoping that, that's it. It's also possible, man, that, Vic Fangio wasn't all that happy with the way C.J. Gardner-Johnson played. I remember earlier in the season, he made a couple of mistakes, man, probably not playing the defense the way it was designed, freelancing a little bit. I did recognize a little bit of that early on. And Vic Fangio actually went into some really... questionable defensive calls after C.J. Gardner-Johnson may have gotten burned or missed a tackle or something like that in coverage. So he might not be as high on him as a lot of us, But despite that, I felt like C.J. Gardner-Johnson was a guy that when a quarterback faces the Eagles, they had to pay attention to him because he's a guy that he'll snatch it and take it, the distance. And guys like that, playmakers in the defense, you've always got to be concerned about. So, we'll see, man. I don't know. Maybe it is really a confidence in Sidney Brown thing. Maybe because he's slated to make, I think it's like $8 million or something, and maybe it's a money saving thing. I don't know, against the cap to set up another move. I don't know. Maybe CJ wanted more money after Saquon got more money. That was a speculation that was out there. I don't have any evidence of that, but you never know, man. But the move definitely caught me by surprise. But before I totally judge it, I gotta wait. it's too early. You know, we still got the draft coming up. You know, there's still free agency, and then you got all the way to, you know, training camp to really have the whole roster together. So, you know, I try not to jump the gun and judge rosters, you know, until you know, at least you're talking training camp and stuff like that. And we're far away from that, so I'm not going to go that far. But I will say it's a move I'm questioning. I'm not in favor of it right now because I don't know the whole plan. I can't predict the future. All I can go do is see the fact that, you know, our secondary has definitely been affected by it. You know, it's the only thing I can say. And it's not in a good way. That's my speculation right now. I don't know, man. I'm hoping the Eagles, they know what they're doing. Now, there's a couple of other things, man, and I'm going to talk more about this in a later video that's deals specifically with the draft. But I was looking at the draft picks that we have coming up, and that looks pretty positive. So, from what I understand, we got a number 1 pick. Obviously, it'll be like the last pick, you know, in the first round. But we do have a first round. We do have a second round pick. But we have 3 third round picks, you know, and if you know what you're doing, man, you can load up in the third round. You can grab a lot of good players. You can grab some linemen on offense and defense. You can grab linebackers. You can grab, you know, some receivers, you know, and then I believe in the 4th round we got about like 3 picks, you know, so that's on the positive side. And really, if you look at what we're doing, that is the right way to do it. You know, to keep this going, to keep this team, keep the roster elite, you got to hit in the draft, and you do have to, you know, rely on the draft. It can't be all free agents, and, you know, we talk about a lot of the players who are going to have deals coming up. Like I'm hearing Dallas Goedert right now, like is a question, and I don't get that though, man. I'm hoping we keep Dallas Goedert, unless, I mean, they really got another plan for tight end. You know, I do like Calcaterra. I mean, he's filled in admirably for when Goddard was out, because Goddard does miss time, but it's injuries, man, like freak injuries. What are you going to do about that? You can never guarantee that the guy after him won't get injured. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping Goddard is here. I would probably extend him a little bit, you know, unless you got a chance of getting, I don't know. I've heard speculation about the Eagles trying to go grab Kyle Pitts, you know. If you could do something like that, trade Goddard, maybe grab a Kyle Pitts, I'm with something like that, and throw in a third maybe. But I don't know. But if we were to lose Goddard, I would have to see a move like that be made for me to feel better about that, you know. As far as the guy we got from the Texans, hey, I don't know, man. I felt the same way about Mekhi Becton. I didn't know much about him. And Jeff Stoutland, no, he has a way, man, of taking these guys and making them useful. So right now, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give Vic Fangio the benefit of the doubt when it comes to judging C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You know what I mean? And give Howie Roseman the benefit of the doubt. I mean, what you going to do? 1 minute calling him the best GM in the league. I'm not going to flip in the next minute because, you know, 1 or 2 things I may not agree with or may not understand, go off and call him trash. So, I guess this is where we at, Eagles fans. Waiting to see what happens. I suggest, you know, wait it out, see what other moves are made, see what happens in the draft, and judge it pretty much once training camp starts. I mean, what else can you do? You know what I'm saying? We definitely could use some depth at the defensive end. So we could definitely use that. And hey, what you gonna do, man? Tell me what y'all think, man. Peace out.